Hello everybody, today I am playing Jurassic World Evolution. Jurassic World Evolution is a business simulation video game developed and published by Frontier Developments based on the 2015 film Jurassic World. The game was released on the 12th of June 2018 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. In the game, players construct a dinosaur park on Las Cinco Mortes Archipelago, a group of 5 islands known as the Five Deaths. The game features more than 40 types of dinosaurs. Their genes can be modified to introduce new features. Players are given contracts to fulfill by 3 divisions: science, security, and entertainment, allowing them to progress. A sandbox mode set on Isla Nublar, the setting of the film, can be unlocked. The game was created and developed by the team of approximately 100 people with a budget of around $8 million. Its development began in 2016 after NBC Universal approached Frontier Developments about creating a game to accompany the theatrical release of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. To do this, Frontier staff inspected different dinosaur models and reference materials sent by Universal, watched the Jurassic Park films, read the novels, fan theories. The team consulted paleontologist Jack Horner when they designed the dinosaurs. Jeff Goldblum, Bryce Dallas Howard, and B.D. Wong reprised their roles from the Jurassic Park film series, voicing remarks to players and contributing the game's narrative. Announced at Gamescom 2017, the game received a generally mixed critical reception. Critics praised its dinosaur designs and graphics, but the game's contracts, simulation, and management gameplay were less well received. The game's tutorial and learning curve were also criticized. 7 months after the initial release, the game had sold 2 million copies in physical sales, making it the most successful game launched by Frontier. The game was supported by free updates and downloadable content upon release.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding. Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid. Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next. it begins. The most precious moment, the result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
The Hammond Foundation has three main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility. This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote-unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally. Well done. And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm. Unless you listen real closely. So, what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing. Your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult missions.
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Good! Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction. Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple. Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
Struthiomimus was an ornithomimid, bird-like dinosaur that lived across North America. Its name means ostrich mimic, from the long-developed hind legs and bipedal structure indicating a fast runner. It had large eyes and no teeth, but the forelimbs and foreclaws other than genera of its type. Large numbers of this dinosaur lived across a vast range. An incomplete holotype species of Struthiomimus was first retrieved in 1901, with the more completed skeleton found in Red Deer River, Alberta in 1914. Other specimens have been found in the Old Man Formation in southern Alberta, and some Lance Formation in Wyoming. Sites where Struthiomimus have been found show a remarkable diversity in animal and plant life. There is evidence of freshwater animals indicating water bodies like rivers and lakes.
Okay, next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond Creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island. Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
The more buildings we have, the more chance to increase our revenue.
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Dig site selection has been after this day.
Request acknowledged.
To call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
Picking up asset.
Oh, don't get in the power lines. No, no, no!
Asset transportation underway. Transportation complete.
I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather offer this contract to than you. Hmm? That's no lie. It's not really the truth either, but whatever. Every day more exciting than the last. That's my motto. So I'm looking forward to lots of new energy around here once you acquire that genome. Even if I don't know what that is.
Everywhere I look, I see new buildings. Looks like you were on top of it.
And that's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Hey, it's Isaac. How you doing? I got some cool stuff you need to be a part of, so I'm putting it out there. Come on and help the winning team. Mine. Alright, look, I am all about the show, and with these dinosaurs, we have one unlike any other on the planet. Theme parks rely on drawing people in, and what is more attractive than new dinosaurs? Well, me, of course. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is let's get some fresh dinos in the hopper.
Okay, that was impressive. I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us, and to me. I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started. Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
Edmontosaurus was a large hadrosaur, duck-billed dinosaur that lived in western regions of North America. Its name is derived from the location where it was found, Edmonton in South Alberta, Canada. It is known prey of Tyrannosaurus, and unlike Hadrosaurus, lacked the head crest. The first identified species of the fossil was discovered in 1892 in the Lance Formation of Niobrara County in Wyoming. It wasn't until the 1920s that they were correctly identified as New Guinness.
We are making great strides so far. I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
Edmontosaurus existed over a wide range for a long period of time, even by dinosaur standards. They typically lived in wet conditions with plentiful vegetation and humid tropical climate.
And thanks, too. So, this is me giving you both.
The large bony frill and 3 horns serve to make Triceratops one of the best-known dinosaurs, and this makes it a popular attraction. Its name means 3-horned face. Triceratops was an herbivore. In 2010, a controversial theory was proposed that Triceratops was actually an immature form of Torosaurus, although this has yet to be proven. Discovery: the first known Triceratops remains were found in 1887 near Denver, Colorado. Fossil remains indicate that it lived across North America, sharing the same territory as Tyrannosaurus rex. Paleoecology: Triceratops lived in a range of ecologies, including subtropical inland and coastal regions, and semi-arid plains.
Struthiomimus. Interesting. Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct linkage to our modern birds.
I'm Claire Deering, and I've been on these islands before. On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs. You must take care of your dinosaurs. Their health is of vital importance.
I'd take this contract myself if I had the time, but I don't. You, on the other hand... dinosaurs are meeting expectations, but we want them to thrive. That's your next assignment. Making sure our specimens are properly cared for. In other words, dinosaur welfare.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
I've been monitoring what you've been up to with great interest, and I'm a little disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have done. I'll discuss this with her later.
It looks like you've run out of power. That's not good. Build more power stations or increase your output.
Ceratosaurus was a large theropod dinosaur that possessed an unusual configuration of hornlets over its eyes and a blade-shaped horn on its snout. Its name means horned lizard. An unusual feature of Ceratosaurus was the dermal armor in the middle of its back. Discovery: Ceratosaurus was found in Cleveland Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry in Utah and from the Dry Mesa Quarry in Colorado. It was the first described in 1884. Later finds occurred in Portugal, as well as fragments in Morrison Formation. Paleoecology: the Cleveland Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry is a mudstone site on the floodplain for a river system. The Dry Mesa Quarry site appears to have been a mass grave as a result of drought, followed by a harsh flood.
Let's not argue over the small stuff. Looking at the big picture, this is a solid contract.
Adding task.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
I've done it. We are on the path to a pure strain dinosaur. This will definitely shift the paradigm. I can't ignore this accomplishment. With your help, obviously. That goes without saying. But under my direction. I think we make a good team. Let's do this again. I'll let you know when.
I've witnessed Dr. Dua flail and fail before. Now with you, she believes she is on her way. Does she really think she can accomplish what I have not?
I want to take this contract, which means you want to take it too, correct?
En route to pick up the asset.
I wonder if we should alert the guests that we're about to release a dinosaur in the park? Nah. It'll make for great news coverage. This is sure to get us in the news.
One of your dinosaurs has failed to incubate. I never said bringing back dinosaurs was gonna be easy.
Oh boy. Look at all those people. Does that mean my Triceratops isn't a high enough level? That must be what that means.
Acknowledged.
Alright. Time to tranquilize him again. No surprise he's thirsty. What about this one here? Should we just tranquilize all of them?
No problem.
Alright, time to swap them out. Transport team, take that dinosaur,
Asset collection request received.
put him there. And hopefully this one's big enough.
Collecting asset. Asset in transit.
And we'll discard that one like a dumpster baby. Let's go with one of these. We've got a lot of DNA for it. I actually like that they did that. So what they're referring to there, in the original movie, they used frog DNA to fill in some of the sequence of the missing DNA that was in the codes. And as they find more dino DNA and they're able to complete the code, you get a more true dinosaur. These dinosaurs, starting out, would have been very likely very similar to the dinosaurs of the day, but they would be different because of the frog DNA that is in them. How they would be different, we don't know, because DNA is still a big thing that we're researching right now. But very interesting, very scientifically fictitious, and very intriguing. Okay, Triceratops with a 54 attack.
Yes, you've replenished our stock of young dinosaurs. That will keep our research operating at 100% efficiency.
So I'm guessing this means that he's not good either.
Understood.
Sorry, buddy. Not sure what just happened there. Should be releasing him. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here he comes. Very good. Alright, now this dinosaur should be ready for transport. Move him right back into this cage. I kind of like how easy it is to move all these dinosaurs. Now that one guy was wanting me to build. Yeah, here we go. Ceratosaurus.
Like the one that
I'm gonna need a different cage for that.
Take that as a hint.
I can't just create a Ceratosaurus and release it with all my other ones, can I? Well, I guess I could. Should I? Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I will go ahead and continue this if you did. Comment, like, subscribe for some more. In the meantime, I'm going to call that good for today. Thank you for watching.